What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel Serenity Soul Invictus. Thanks for watching. Today, you guys, seeing that it's Christmas Eve, I thought I would do a special video today for you guys. Today about the wonderful, mystical, and magical Rose of Jericho. This plant, you guys, is amazing. So anyways, I received this plant a couple of weeks ago as a gift. This plant is known as the Rose of Jericho. It is known as Miriam's flower or the Doradilla flower. It is known as the flower of Saint Mary or white mustard flower. It is, of course, in the family of mustard. Okay, even though it's called the Rose of Jericho. It grows in the desert native to North Africa. The amazing ability of this plant, you guys, is that it survives extreme dehydration and it is able to come back to life. Meaning, you guys, this plant can be put away into a dark cupboard for months, even years. You can have it stashed in a drawer, you can have it stashed anywhere. It is dried out, and the second you put it in water, you submerge this plant in water, it comes to life. It unfurls and it opens up. So let me show you guys my own. This is my wonderful, lovely Jericho rose. I have it now drying out, of course. But this is what it looks like. This is day 2 of, I think, the drying process. So by maybe tomorrow or the day after, it's going to be curled up a little ball, looking like a tumbleweed. And this is what it actually looks like in the desert after the rainy season. The rainy season, it blooms, it's green, it's lush, it's beautiful. And when the rainy season has passed, it curls itself right back up into a tight ball and seemingly is dead. However, it's not. That's why it's called the resurrection plant, you guys. It is associated with Christ, with the death of Christ and his resurrection, or his ability to bring itself back to life. So naturally speaking, this plant has a lot of religious, a lot of spiritual, symbolic connotations, and is used quite often in magical practices for its wonderful abilities to bring things to life. Scientifically, this plant is called the Anastatica hierochontica. I know, like, but is scientifically also a member of the spike moss family, and it's a native plant from the Chihuahuan Desert of the United States and Mexico, of course originating from Africa, but it's also found in those other places. It is most known as the resurrection plant for its ability to come back to life, like I said before. This plant, when it's not near a water source, it curls up into a ball. When supplied with water, the plant magically opens up into a beautiful, I mean beautiful, green, fern-like, lush plant. So, I mean vivid green, okay? In hoodoo practices, in Santeria, any different form of the craft or magical practices, even in Christianity, this plant is used for so many things. In spiritual practices, the energy that this plant brings, it brings peace, it brings prosperity and abundance to homes and businesses. It protects against illnesses and all types of lower or malevolent energy and vibrations. This plant can also be used, the water of this plant also is used as holy water. In other words, to bless people or to bless objects, to consecrate items. If you may have items on your altar that you use in your magical practices, this plant, you guys, the water of this plant, the water of Jericho they would call it, could be used as a substitute for holy water. So in working with this Jericho rose, there are so many different ways to work with it. The first step after purchasing this plant or receiving it, because it's a wonderful gift to give someone this season, if you know of anybody who may be into this kind of stuff, this would be a perfect gift to give them. All right, so find a large bowl that's like large enough for when it unfurls that you can actually have space for the plant to rest properly, for the plant to fit. So because it opens up quite a bit wide. So hold the plant in your hands for a few minutes before you place it into whatever particular vessel you want to place it in. Take a moment to absorb and to feel the energy of this plant. Sit, you can pray or you can meditate or give affirmations to the spirit of this plant. Also, you want to actually do the same thing for the water that you are going to place it in. Now, tap water can be used. That's fine if that's all you have access to. But I would recommend, of course, clear, fresh spring water. Do the same thing. Enchant that water with your energy. Think of your intentions. I think you should do both, of course. You're meditating with the plant as well as with the water, because you know water absorbs energy. All right? Water connects things. Water is very important, and it's another important process, part of the process of activating your Jericho Rose. So, after you've charged or prayed over this Jericho Rose plant, place it in your chosen vessel. Now, the next step, you can add water to the plant, the water to the plant. You're also going to, this is something that I prefer to do, you're going to actually awaken this plant. You're going to talk to this plant. You're going to say, I, state your name. Now awakening you. You can call it Jericho Rose. You can give it a name if you so choose to. If you feel within yourself that it's giving you a name that it should be called, call it by that name. You're awakening this plant now to bring you blessings. Talk to it and say that, you know, whatever it is that you desire to have, say those desires to this plant. I awaken you, and now I'm asking you to grant me or to aid me in receiving such and such, whatever that may be. Protection, prosperity, health, wealth, abundance, good friendships, beauty, just all around blessings, whatever that may be for you. Give me these things, and I promise that I will take care of you. Blessed be. And let the plant sit. Now the plant is going to start activating and start opening it up after a few hours. It could even take an entire day, up to 24 hours. But after you've done this, you will find that you go about your day, you leave this plant be. Let it just be. Okay? So the next step after you've done this, you can light a candle. Even some people suggest green for prosperity or abundance, anything to do with money and wealth. You can actually use a white candle, which I would prefer, because it's pure. It represents all sorts of different things. You can use a gold candle. Light the flame, okay, and put it near the plant. Of course, not right up to the leaves, because you don't want to burn this beautiful plant, but just going to put it near the plant, in close proximity, whatever, if it's on your altar or whatever. Every week or so, maybe 5 to 6 days, you want to change the water and keep the water fresh and clear. All right? Because after a while, the water just being stagnant is going to cause the plant to start molding, and the plant will start rotting. So you don't want that. You want to change this out on a frequent basis. You can also place coins in the water so that your Rose of Jericho receives this abundant intentions of you, this abundant intent of yours. All right? Keeping prosperity growing in whatever space this plant is kept. Your business, your home. You can even leave crystals in the water or on top of the Jericho Rose if that's what you prefer. Me being a crystal lover, I definitely love this idea. So after you've done this, the best time, of course, I should have said earlier, is to have your plant activated on a Friday during a waxing moon period. Because, of course, you're bringing something to life. You're awakening it. You're bringing it alive again from its sleeping state. So this is the best time to do it. So sometimes you could submerge this plant completely, but it's not necessary. You can just have once its entire root system is submerged, that will do the job. The choice is yours though. Now this plant can be grown as an air plant. This plant, that's what I think is so amazingly fascinating about this plant. When I first saw air plants, I was completely amazed. Like, what? A plant that doesn't need dirt, that don't need soil? Yeah, this plant does not need soil to be grown. You can actually do the same thing as you would an air plant. You can attach it to the stem of another plant and just gently spray it, mist it with water, with fresh water every once in a while, and this plant will stay alive. Okay? Isn't that amazing, you guys? So, where this plant was purchased from when I got it, the Botanica or whatever you're going to call that apothecary or that magical store, that they had this plant in a big dish at the entrance of the store, and patrons would just come in and put coins in it. They'll tell you to put coins in it and wet your hands, wash your hands off with the water of this wonderful plant and let it air dry. And it is said that that will bring you blessings and abundance. Of course, you want to think and visualize what manifestations you want to receive as you're doing this to make it more charged and powerful. So, as you've done this, let's just say you want to put this plant back to sleep or whatever, you can store it in a cool, dark, dry place and leave it there for as long as you need to, until you're ready to use it again. Whatever your magical inventory looks like, you can put this plant there and it will be there until you need to call upon it again. And when you want to use it again, well, let's just stay with me. When you're ready to put it to sleep, you go to it, you do the same process backwards. You take the plant out of the water, you put it on a clean, dry cloth, like, tap away some of the moisture, and you just let it sit and start to curl back up. It will do so within hours. You will start to see it curling back up, going back to sleep. You tell it, I am placing you now back to sleep. Okay? Be ready. Thank you for all of your wonderful magical blessings. I now put you back to sleep. Rest and be ready, whatever you've named this plant, if you've in fact given it a name, rest and be ready to aid me with my blessings whenever I call you back to life again. Thank you for aiding me, and blessed be, or so mote it be, or whatever you choose to say. And then place it back in your magical inventory. So now, with this water that you have used, you can store this water as holy water. This can be used to sprinkle around your home or your business for blessings and good fortune. You can make a cross, I guess, on the back of your door, the entrance of your door to whatever area you reside in, for added protection, because it's, like I said, like holy water. You can use the Rose of Jericho water in your spiritual bath, okay, for actual drawing more protection and abundance to yourself and blessings. Using it as holy water, like I said, to consecrate or bless your items, your magical tools and items, and sprinkle it around your home, your environment, wherever that may be, to bring harmony a sense of to your space. Also, people use this you can wash down your candles, bless your favorite jewelry with this. Whatever it is, you can use this. It's all about your intent. And safe childbearing. For those of you who may be going into labor soon, people use this in so many different ways. There are some of the things that people use this for, of course, like I said, for wealth, for childbearing, for illnesses, to remove or protect against the evil eye and envious, like haters and stuff like that. You place the Rose of Jericho on a Tuesday or a Friday around the same time in the morning. Place the Rose of Jericho in a dish of water, light a white flame, and think before it about 3 days in a row. And on the third day, you take the water, empty it into the sacred ritual bottle with a drop of holy water, of course. Shower the outside of the house, every entryway and passageway with this wonderful rose. So you want to also use this water in your workspace, of course, because at work there are a lot of energies going around that may not all be so pleasant. So it's up to you. So you guys, like I said before, using your intention, you can use this rose to bring all of your heart's desires. This plant is also known symbolically representing the womb of Mary. Okay? It is symbolic of the death and rebirth, the resurrection process. its ability to bring itself back to life. And so things that you may feel are dormant in your life, this plant you can use to awaken those powers within yourself once again. So you guys, I hope you've already hit like. I hope you've subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, what are you waiting on? Just do the damn thing, alright? And touch the notification bell on the side so that you're up to speed when I'm back with another great topic. And you guys, I am pressed for time. I have to go. I'm so sad I must leave you. But I will be back, I promise, with another great topic very shortly. Thanks for watching once again. Peace and love, season's greetings, happy holidays, blessed be, and namaste. Bye.